Let's review the new features available with our next FairWarning release. Formatting is now available in the Notes feature of the application. I'll demonstrate this within the Investigation module. When using the Notes feature, formatting options are now available in the toolbar. Text styles like headers can be chosen along with text formatting like bold, italics, underlining, strike through, and quotations can be used. There are other options for creating numbered lists, bullet points, or increasing or decreasing indents. And the last icon will allow for clearing of all formatting within the note. When pasting text from another source, the formatting from the original document should carry over into this note section. A few updates have been made to some investigation fields. Previously, to access the documents attached to the investigation, the name of the document was a hyperlink and able to be selected to open the document. With this new release, there is now a download button for each document. Once selected, the document will download locally and open to be reviewed. Also, in regards to documents, they can now be added by dragging and dropping the item into the Documents section. If you try to drop the item outside of this document box, a round no symbol will appear. This symbol could also represent any documents with unaccepted file types. Documents may still be added using the Upload File button instead. There is now a trash can icon to be able to remove each type of attachment if it is no longer needed. This is still permission-based, and only certain roles will have the ability to delete items. Moving to the Resolution tab, we have added the Reported as Required button and Substitute Notice Required button. With Reported as Required, it will be able to be selected after the Reportable button has been selected to Yes. The next update is on the former Risk Assessment tab. You'll notice the tab has now been renamed to Forms, but still contains the ability to document the risk assessments that have been built within the application for your organization. The largest change is the way the forms are documented. When a form is opened, there are two ways to navigate through the questions. The first is the left-hand panel, and the other is using the Previous and Next buttons at the bottom. Remember, these forms can be built to match what you are currently using for your assessments. Questions can now be made into one of three different question types. Questions can either be multiple choice, multi-select, or free-form answer boxes. If a free text box is chosen to be an answer field, keep in mind it cannot be scored and should be left for commenting on answers only. Some questions will have a blue eye icon at the end of the statement. This is a tooltip that will provide additional explanation of the question. Simply hover over the icon to see the additional information. Questions can still be conditional, meaning if the answer does not require more details, then the following sections will not need to be documented. For example, our first question, was the PHI in question viewed or acquired? If no is selected, then the next section, Nature of PHI, will not become available. That section will be grayed out on the left-hand panel, and the next button will simply bring you to the next available section. On the left-hand panel, as a section is completed, meaning all questions in that section have been answered, a green check mark will appear. Any section that is in progress will be listed in a blue color along with the number of the section. At any time, if you want to close the assessment and return back to the investigation, there is now an Exit Form button. When this box appears, there's an option to save your answers thus far and exit the form and do not save your answers, or return to the form to continue the assessment. If all the sections of the form are complete, the next button at the bottom turns to a Finish button. Once the Finish button is selected, the form will close and return to the Forms tab of the investigation with a populated score for that assessment.